before Instagram, before dating apps, imagine like you met a girl and she was perfect for you and you fell in love with her and you broke up and you just never saw her again. You didn't know what she was up to. You didn't stalk her Instagram. You didn't meet her again you didn't message her. You just never saw her again. Isn't that crazy? Imagine how much you'd love a woman if you couldn't see like all these other bitches online and stuff. Imagine how true feelings used to be. Everything in the world, the modern world is so diluted. There's unlimited option, right?
Are dating apps a danger to society? Okay, well maybe that's a stretch, but hear me out. Tinder has roughly 75 million users worldwide, of which 78.1% are male and 21.9% are female, leaving a mass supply shortage of females. This female deficit has led to a large online dating advantage for women, with females only swiping right 5% of the time according to SwipeStats.io. A Quartz article claims that the bottom 50% of men are only getting 4.3% of the likes on Hinge. Okay, this is purely speculation, but I believe that this massive spike in young male virginity from 8% to nearly 30% is a result of this massive online dating inequality. To put things in perspective, the inequality of Tinder is actually worse than the wealth inequality in the United States. So what can we do, boys? And we certainly can't blame women for being picky in their partner selection.
Men are walking away from online dating due to a common observation. Women's dating profiles tend to list the same interests. While women express wariness towards men and often showcase their negative experiences, they do enjoy spending time with children and dogs. Women tend to imitate each other, adopting effective online personal ad designs they learn from friends or other women. However, the landscape of internet dating is evolving, departing from its traditional methods. In the past, online dating followed a formulaic approach, similar to practices since the late 1990s. Men would post themselves on platforms like Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, or Harmony, and women would receive numerous messages from men. Regrettably, men would only receive a single response, if they were fortunate, among the dozens or even hundreds of messages they sent. Consequently, men had to invest significant effort to establish connections and engage in conversations with women. Women, on the other hand, used to enjoy the attention and simply relax in the face of numerous messages. Dating 2.0, which emerged a few years ago, revolves around two main elements: tenderness and, to a lesser extent, physical attractiveness. In this new approach, neither men nor women need to create elaborate profiles. Instead, they use the swipe gesture to select or reject potential matches. After Louis Marco suggested that most men swipe right for every girl they see, I conducted an experiment on Tinder. As expected, I received matches from individuals I found unattractive or overweight, without needing to reciprocate. However, when I previously selected only the women I considered attractive, I had only 6 matches in 3 months. In online dating, it's crucial to understand that even with a distinctive and captivating profile, women may not respond to it. However, if you align your profile with their desires, the majority of women will likely reach out to you. Online dating has shifted from a cerebral experience, where wooing women with words was paramount, to a more visual one. If you present yourself as well-groomed, fashionable, and muscular, you are more likely to receive responses. In the past, I used to believe that unattractive women would also swipe right like men did. However, the reality is that very few people will reach out to an unattractive woman in her mid to late 30s or older with an overweight body and an unappealing face. At that point, you're essentially relegated to the clearance center of online dating. Most women on dating sites are seeking long-term relationships, so stop behaving like strange jerks. Jerks are simply men looking for casual encounters. Ironically, if they encounter an attractive man, they would probably engage in immediate sexual encounters. However, if they don't fall in love with him right away, they likely perceive him as peculiar. I often ponder the lack of transparency in women's profiles. They don't seem to give them much thought either. Everything is determined by what is socially acceptable. They all want to appear to conform to unwritten social codes and are afraid to defy them. The conformity is astonishing. They all claim to enjoy drinking in social settings, which is often code for getting intoxicated. Additionally, they mention enjoying travel, photography, reading, and spending time with family and friends. Some profiles revolve around being foodies who enjoy expensive meals, while others are just cheapskates. I would like to see something entirely different in one of these profiles. They all seem to practice yoga and travel with a yoga mat. Why couldn't they be interested in survivalism, sustainability, or peak oil awareness? Why couldn't women be interested in urban exploration, poetry, or martial arts? Most of the guys I know enjoy reading about travel, they enjoy dogs, and they appreciate having a good meal with their pets. However, these men also have other unique pursuits that reflect their personalities and help them avoid conformity. Many men appreciate similar things as women do, but men in general have a tendency to make their own decisions and follow their own preferences more easily. Most women don't seem to possess this skill or characteristic, and their worth in relationships and in life often depends on how they compare to other women. On the other hand, many men measure their worth in comparison to their friends based on their usefulness or income. However, the majority of men derive their self-worth by working hard and earning money. In terms of personal hobbies, some women in their early 20s defy conventions by having diverse interests. However, as many of them reach their late 20s and 30s, they often start conforming to more traditional interests. Nevertheless, compared to its early days in the late 1990s, internet dating has significantly improved. In the past, when I interacted with women online, most individuals didn't post their photos due to the lack of readily available digital cameras at that time. I remember the days when scanning a photo with a flat scanner was necessary before posting it online. And even after scanning, additional software like Photoshop was often required to format the image. As a result, few women had photos available, and back then, many women struggled to attract potential partners. When meeting them in person, it became evident that a significant number of them didn't meet expectations. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, particularly in the context of women, the selfie culture has really changed them. Imagine if they couldn't capture and share images with their phones. Moreover, nowadays, most men tend to avoid women who don't include full-body photographs on their dating profiles. They quickly dismiss such matches. In the early days of internet dating, men weren't fully aware that a woman might be hiding her body if she didn't post a picture showing it below the chin. However, they soon became more perceptive. Looking towards the future of dating, I anticipate an increase in the number of dating websites driven by innovations like Tinder. As technology continues to advance, expanding our ability to communicate with a wider range of people, the topics of sexuality and relationships will face greater scrutiny. This will, in turn, increase the importance of strong bonds between partners. Imagine dating in virtual reality akin to speed dating on steroids. With the ability to interact with hundreds of potential partners in a single hour, there would be little reason not to utilize such technology and form connections. This shift can be attributed to societal and cultural changes over the past 5 to 10 years. We have transitioned from primarily using words online to attract individuals of the opposite gender to relying more on images. It would be intriguing to witness how women adapt to this potential future stage where technology compels them to reveal their entire bodies in high resolution, perhaps through video and virtual reality.